Stop right now, don't scroll away. I know your finger is ready to move. I know your mind is already jumping to the next video, the next message, the next distraction. But please stay here for a moment, just one moment, because what I'm about to say is not random, it is not ordinary, and it is not here by accident. This message found you for a reason. Something inside you needed this, something tired, something quiet, something you may not even know how to explain. You may look fine on the outside, but inside you are carrying more than people realize. Pressure, stress, worry, questions that don't have answers yet, and nights where your mind just won't stop thinking. I see you, even when no one else does. I see the mornings where you wake up already tired. I see the nights where you lie down but cannot rest. I see how you smile around people, but inside you feel heavy, like you are holding too much for one person. And I want you to know something clearly right now. You are not forgotten, you are not ignored, and your life is not stuck, even if it feels like it. What you are going through is not the end. It is only a part of your story, and parts always change. I know you have been carrying things in silence, things you never told anyone, worries about money, worries about the future, family pressure, personal mistakes, things you wish you could fix but cannot go back to change. And sometimes it feels like you are alone in all of it, like nobody really understands, but you are not alone. Even in your quiet pain, something is still happening in your life. Even when you see nothing changing, things are still moving behind the scenes. You just cannot see it yet. There are things being prepared for you that you would not understand if they came too early. There are doors being shaped for your future that are not open yet because the timing is not ready. And I know waiting is hard. Waiting feels like nothing is happening. Waiting feels like delay. Waiting feels like rejection. But sometimes waiting is protection. And sometimes delay is preparation. Think about everything you have survived so far. The pain you thought would break you. The situations you thought you would never recover from. The nights you thought you would not make it through. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. That alone is proof that you are stronger than you think. And I know some days you don't feel strong. Some days you feel like you are barely holding yourself together. But strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is simply not giving up. Sometimes strength is getting up even when you feel nothing has changed. Sometimes strength is surviving quietly while everything inside you feels heavy. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to see the full path. You only need to take one step at a time. Just the next step, not the whole journey, because what is coming into your life is bigger than what you are going through right now. But you had to pass through this season to be ready for it. If everything came too early, it would overwhelm you. If everything came without preparation, you would not be ready to carry it. So even this waiting has meaning. Even this silence has purpose. And I know it is hard to believe that when you are tired. I know it is hard to trust that when things feel slow. But I need you to hold on just a little longer. Don't give up in the middle of your turning point, because your story is not ending here. This is not your final chapter. This is not your final result. What you are going through right now is a season, not a sentence. And seasons always change. There will be a time when you look back and understand why things had to happen this way. You will see why some doors closed. You will see why some people left. You will see why some prayers took time. And you will realize that nothing was wasted. Not your tears, not your waiting, not your pain. Everything was shaping you. Everything was building you. And slowly, things will begin to change, not all at once, not in a loud way, but in small signs, a new opportunity, a better conversation, a quiet peace in your heart, a door you thought was closed starting to open again. Do not ignore those small signs. They are the beginning of your change. And as things begin to change around you, something will also begin to change inside you. Your fear will feel lighter. Your thoughts will feel calmer. Your heart will begin to settle again, not because life is perfect, but because you are healing. You are not the same person you were before everything you went through. And that is not a bad thing. You have grown, you have learned, you have become stronger even through pain. But I also need you to be kind to yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop comparing your life with others. Your journey is not late, it is not broken, it is not behind, it is just yours. You are allowed to rest, you are allowed to breathe, you are allowed to slow down, you are allowed to not be okay and still keep moving forward. And please remember this deeply. You are not forgotten, even in your quiet moments, even in your lowest thoughts, even when you feel invisible. You are still seen, you are still known. You are still being guided in ways you do not yet understand. Hold on a little longer. Not because everything is already fixed, but because everything is still unfolding. Your life is not over, your story is still being written. And what is coming next may be better than anything you have lost. So breathe, just breathe, and keep going. Your story is not over yet. I know life has been heavy lately. I know you've been carrying things you don't talk about. I know you've been waking up tired, going through the day pretending you are fine, then lying down at night with a mind that refuses to rest. You smile, you function, you keep going, but deep inside something feels off. Something feels like it is missing. Something feels like it is too much, and you don't even know how to explain it anymore. I see that, even if nobody else does. I see the pressure you carry in silence. I see the worry you hide behind your normal face. I see the thoughts you overthink when nobody is around, and I need you to understand something clearly right now. You are not alone in this. You are not forgotten, and your life is not stuck, even if it feels like it. What you are going through is not your final story. It is only a season, and seasons always change. I know it feels like nothing is moving, like your prayers are not answered, like your efforts are not paying off, like everyone else is moving forward while you are standing still. But that is not the truth. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. Some of the biggest changes happen in silence, in places you cannot see, in timing you cannot control. There are things being prepared for you right now that would overwhelm you if they came too early. There are doors that are not open yet because you are still being shaped for what is on the other side. You are not delayed, you are being developed, and I know waiting is not easy. Waiting feels like rejection. Waiting feels like confusion. Waiting feels like you are forgotten. But sometimes waiting is protection. Sometimes what you think is a delay is actually saving you from something you cannot see yet. Think about everything you have already survived. The things you thought would break you but didn't. The nights you thought you would not make it through but you did. The pain you thought would destroy you but somehow you are still here. That is not luck. That is strength you did not even recognize in yourself. And even now when you feel weak, you are still standing. Even now when you feel tired, you are still trying. Even now when you feel like giving up, something inside you is still holding on. That is not weakness. That is proof that you are stronger than what you feel. But I also need you to be gentle with yourself. You cannot carry everything alone. You were never meant to. You don't have to have everything figured out today. You don't have to fix your whole life in one moment. You only need to take one step at a time, just one step, not the whole journey. And slowly, things will begin to change, not all at once, not in a loud way, but in small signs. A little peace returning to your heart, a small opportunity opening, a conversation going better than expected, a door you thought was closed beginning to move. Do not ignore those signs. They are not small, they are the beginning of your change. And as things change around you, something will also start changing inside you. Your fear will not feel as heavy, your thoughts will not feel as loud, your heart will begin to breathe again, not because life is perfect, but because you are healing. You are not the same person you were before everything you went through, and that is not a loss, that is growth, that is strength formed through pressure. That is survival turned into wisdom. So stop being so hard on yourself. Stop comparing your life with others. Stop thinking you are behind. You are not behind. You are not late. You are on your own path and your timing is not broken. What is meant for you will not miss you. And what is not for you will not stay, no matter how hard you try. So right now, breathe. Just breathe. Let your shoulders relax for a second. Let your mind slow down for a moment. You are still here. You are still moving. You are still becoming. And what is ahead of you may be better than anything you have lost. Hold on. Keep going. Your story is not over yet.